I just want to know, has the orchestra changed and the audience changed in the last year from now till now for you?
I think the audience constantly changes, and the music has to respond to the audience. Otherwise, you're out of business. If you're just playing the same old music, and your audience is going over there because they're only interested in rap, not classical, you're irrelevant. I mean, you know, there'll be a shrinking audience, you know, that really appreciates the best of what you do, and that's viable. But if you want to be able to speak on a movement level, how do you persevere in a marketplace like this? You must reinvent yourself. You must take the principles of what you have, but then acclimate it to the market conditions.
What we might say is that this is where the public needs to come in and to bring in and raise that whole level of activity on the park. So that also adds to the whole idea of that destinations and reinforces what you're doing. So
and in terms of the audience as it pertains to Ocean Drive, let's say, it's about keeping the level of service and finishes high, keeping the level of product fresh. You know, old product, lousy product is going to, you know, bring a cheaper product is going to bring that customer base, and you have to acclimate to what your audience really needs and what you want it to be. I always try to create a push, somewhat of a push for aspiration, so that not only do you play where the market is, but you play above where the market is to inspire and to create aspiration for the customer to reach into the next level of where you'd like to take them without pushing them, without forcing them, but offering opportunities, products, certainly setting the environment into a higher level of, you know, of taste. And then surround the customer with a higher level of taste elevates the customer.
So how does high design fit into this?
High design is what you pay the designer, not what you pay the material, and not what you pay the labor. You know, you got to eliminate that. And because you have no room for that.
So it's almost more like a stage set. It's in other words, it's flexibility.
It's not just it's not synthetic.
Yeah.
But it's artistic and it's exciting. It's refreshing. The restaurants that'll survive are the neighborhood restaurants. The ones that address moderate price and are creative and gives you a sense of warmth and belonging and almost clubhouse-like.
And that's the world we're moving into.
That's it. And the $30 and $40 entrees, I mean, that's great for an occasion, and if it's super great, you're going to go there regularly and they'll do well. But you want to try to be part of that group, you've got to be sterling, otherwise you ain't going to make it. And it's going to cost you a big amount of money to get there. You've got to drive yourself to your creative essence and the creative essence of people around you to not be complacent about a finished product, because complacency about a finished product is going to leave you out there, and the bank ain't going to finance it.
Fred talked in Savannah about getting people out of their homes into squares and parks. Well, you're saying the same thing. Getting people out of their homes, maybe off the web or whatever, buying stuff to come into some of the kind of establishments we saw today with kind of a artistic entrance, something different.
Give them a reason to come out of their homes. Otherwise, they're going to order in. They're not going to have the money to go to the restaurants, so they're going to the supermarkets. They're going to do more eating at home.
And they're going to go to the public spaces.
They're going to be online to do this because they're not going to travel to the stores, and they're going to look and search for the best deals they can get. So you got to give them a real reason to come out. So to me, the real reason is place. You got to bring them to an environment that has a sense of place to it, a place that they can't wait to come to, you know, that they feel comfortable in. It's a respite from their daily work, from their daily home life, whatever it is. You want to go to something original and spontaneous.
It's reality TV in your community.
Yeah.
It's the real thing.
It's the real thing.